John, I have to say, as I am now in the UK and having to go through endless throat swabs and nasal swabs, come to think of it, throat and nasal, bit odd and
I thought you
uncomfortable.
liked that kind of
Have
thing,
you had a
Paddy.
swab, John?
I have. I had a nasal swab, but I thought you kind of liked that kind of thing, Paddy, right?
I thought I liked it, but experience has proven otherwise. A deeply uncomfortable experience, and sadly, due to the UK's stringent, rigorous, some might say slightly absurd test and trace strategy, I will have to swab myself repeatedly until I can finally prove to the authorities that I can be released. So I'm stuck here in the UK swabbing myself endlessly. But the good news is that Poland, along with 6 other EU countries, has decided to connect to something far better and far bigger. John, do you want to find out more about what this big, better thing is?
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
God, it's almost like EU cooperation is actually quite a good thing,
I
because
know, it's working, isn't it?
EU countries are coming together to issue COVID certificates, not passports. You have to be so careful because the word passport is there. The information has been confirmed by Adam Niedzielski. And John, am I right in thinking, you're obviously a Pole, better Pole than I am, Niedzielski is kind of like Mr. Sunday?
Yes, I suppose you could say that.
Every day's a Sunday.
Every day's a Sunday, yeah.
So the EU Digital COVID Certificate, as it's called, was actually proposed in April, but it might have gone under the radar because at that stage, I think everybody was not quite cognizant of the fact that sooner or later freedom would come. But as we found out with all these ridiculous testing and tracing and swabbing yourself in all sorts of nether regions, it's actually quite hard to travel. Certainly, the number of countries that you can travel to in the UK or around the world or wherever you are in Poland is quite limited, and there are tests in place.
Certainly is.
Everybody understands naturally the caution, but the EU has come up with this whiz-kid idea for safe and free movement around the EU during the pandemic. So from the 1st of July onwards, all EU countries will introduce this solution. These certificates, they'll be available in a special application, so an app. John, do you have any apps on your phone?
There it is. There's my QR code, which actually lets me travel.
There you have it.
That's my
QR code.
That's my QR code, which basically says that I've had both of my jabs and it's valid for a year. So I can actually now travel around. It's in my app. It's in a special Polish app called the mObywatel, so like the e-citizen app. And there's a little special kind of thing which you can download, like an extra COVID section. So the first thing I did as soon as I got my jab, I actually downloaded it. I got the QR code, so I'm good to go, mate.
Well, indeed, and here I am trapped on this this island of ours, or mine, swapping myself endlessly, and no amount of QR code will get me past the grim face of British bureaucracy. So
it's not in the EU, is it? So they don't have to accept this marvelous QR code nonsense.
Not the only disadvantage, John, but again, we strive for impartiality and neutrality, so we'll just leave it there. But yes, whether it's roaming charges for your phone, the endless amount of paperwork for getting your whiskey delivered to your door, and whatnot, then there's just no end to the madness. So it looks like good news for all those travelers. John, you and I will be able to go on our long planned trip to that foreign country we were talking about. I think
somewhere far away
to go somewhere together. That's fine. We can carry on the show wherever we are.
Exactly. As long as there's a mobile signal and we get internet, we can carry on. Maybe not necessarily WhatsApp Poland. It could be like WhatsApp Corfu.
Get in touch with the Corfu travel authorities. John, will you swipe my QR code for me?
Oh, yes, mate. I've actually got like a separate app which actually you can scan the QR code with to make sure that it's genuine. So it's like there's another app which basically allows people and business owners, or let's say like people who really want to check whether your QR code is the real deal. You can scan it and then it'll come back with a yay or nay, whether whether the QR code you're showing the relevant person is like if it's bona fide. So it's pretty cool,
That's useful. So scan my QR code, ladies and gentlemen. Click your fingers on the mouses beneath this video, and you will be transported to a magical world full of information about the ongoing pandemic, the stringent and ridiculous tests that you have to go through, but of course the opening up of the economy and society and people. We're hugging, we're cuddling, we're making eye contact again without fear, without trepidation, and John and I are planning our trip abroad. So the next thing you can do is click on the link below this video and tune in for another episode of JB
What's Up Poland.